Hello everyone and welcome to the 2021 Virtual Tomodachi Gala. I'm your co-host Ryan Yamamoto with Como Morning News. And just so you know, we are outside, we are both vaccinated, and we're socially distanced, so we're ready to go.
And I'm Natalie Newcomb, a proud graduate of Washington State University. 2021年オンライン友達ガラへようこそ。本日の総合司会を務めさせていただきます。コモテレビのアナウンサー山本ライアンとワシントン州立大学のニューカムナタリーです。本日は英語のみのプログラムになりますが、どうぞ最後までお楽しみください。
Natalie, as you know, the Tomodachi Gala is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Washington. So we thank everyone who is here to support us.
Here to kick things off is the Executive Director of JCCCW, Karen Yoshitomi.
Thank you, Natalie and Ryan. Irashaimase. Thank you for tuning in. A lot has changed here at the J. Although this past year has been challenging, we've been able to seize upon opportunities. We've extended our reach and delivered programming to a rapidly growing number of people. We're grateful to have support for our public programming through grants from the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture and King County for Culture. Community support has allowed the J to survive these tumultuous times and is supporting our efforts to pave our pathway forward to a new normal. I'll be looking forward to welcoming people back to the facility. While we're making our way there, we'll continue to support community and cultural enrichment through Japanese language, art, and history.
Thank you, Karen. 2020 was a challenging year, but through it all, the J has persevered.
Here are just some of the highlights made possible with your support, and what a year it was.
Hi everyone, I'm M. Holiday Patachek Choi, the Northwest Nikkei Museum Collection Specialist. This year, our Cultural Arts Coordinator Hideko Takahashi and the entire JCCCW staff had the pleasure and challenge of bringing Bunka no Hi entirely online. The pandemic didn't keep youth away from our Japanese summer camp. We even had students from as far away as Massachusetts and Virginia. We even found new ways to bring the museum to you with our monthly speaker series. The past year has been challenging, but boy did we make the best of it. We can't wait to see you in person once again.
That's just amazing that the J was able to provide so many cultural services to students, kids, and customers through this pandemic. It took a lot of creativity, nimbleness, and support from you, the community. If you haven't already, please make a donation to the J. Just go to our website, jcccw.org. Thank you so much.
The JCCCW is an important part of our community, and later in the program, we will honor Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki with a Tomodachi Award. They serve the community, putting on the Seattle Cherry Blossom Festival for 42 years. And here to congratulate them and share their greetings are Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin and King County Executive Dow Constantine.
I'm Mayor Jenny Durkin, and I'm excited to send my greetings to you for this year's online Tomodachi Gala, and to help celebrate and support the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Washington, or what we like to call the J. The J has been a cultural treasure in our city for more than 100 years. It was originally built as a Japanese language school, but over time became a gathering place for the entire Japanese American community. It took on even greater importance after World War II, when it served as a hotel for people returning from internment. It offered an essential community service, housing families that needed a place to stay and allowing those families to stay together. We are fortunate to have this center of Japanese culture, language, and community in our city, and I'm grateful to everyone who supports its critical work. Today, we also celebrate two pillars of our Japanese American community, Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki. You have been tirelessly organizing the annual Cherry Blossom Festival at Seattle Center for 45 years. What an incredible service this has been for our community. The City of Seattle is always proud to partner with the Consul General of Japan in supporting the Cherry Blossom Festival. We are grateful to the Sasakis for managing such a large and meaningful event for our local families and the first sign of spring. I'm always excited to celebrate the global heritage of our city's diverse and dynamic communities, even when they have been conducted online. Thank you to all those who have helped make this important community celebration possible. I hope you enjoy the Tomodachi Gala.
Hi, I'm King County Executive Dow Constantine, and I am honored to join you at this year's Tomodachi Gala. This event is always a highlight of my family's schedule, and I am hoping with our community's continued effort in defeating the virus that we can gather together in person next year. I want to take a moment to recognize Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki for their work organizing the Cherry Blossom Festival for more than 4 decades. There is no more welcome sign of spring than the cherry blossoms greeting us after our long winters. And their tireless service to the community helps everyone enjoy these wonderful sights. So thank you again. Thank you for all the work of the Sasakis and for all the Cultural Center does for our community and for my family. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Durkin and Executive Constantine. A stunning achievement for the Cultural Center in 2020 was moving its entire Japanese language platform to a virtual setting. The pivot meant that youth and adult classes could continue uninterrupted, and because people living far away could participate, the school actually saw very robust enrollment.
Hi, Koichi Kirozumi, board member for the JCCW, and also the committee chair for the Seattle Japanese Language School. The Seattle Japanese Language School is a great example of both energy, creativity, and innovation. During COVID, we had to shut our school down and move towards 100% virtual. Youth and adults continued their classes. In fact, we had to hire more teachers to accommodate all of our adult students. This year, we added classes for those who are preparing for the Japanese language proficiency tests. We also added an after-school class for high school students. We really hope to return to in-person instruction by fall. Ask any student and you will find that they not only learn the language, but Japanese culture as well. This amazing video of calligraphy artist and sensei Riki Kashiba was enjoyed by all students. One former student pursued his interest in shakuhachi, the Japanese flute. He's here to tell us more. Please welcome Alexander Cook.
Hello, my name is Alex, and I'm going to play my shakuhachi, which is a traditional Japanese flute. And I actually met my shakuhachi instructor here at the J in 2015, and so I'm going to play a traditional minyo or folk song, and I'll also run through the scale. The song is called Yuyake Koyake.
We are proud of our students and teachers. And speaking of teachers, we would like to wish a happy retirement to Kazuko Makoli sensei, who has been teaching at the Seattle Japanese Language School for 20 years. Makoli sensei started as a volunteer assistant teacher. Since 2003, she has taught adult students. Her first adult class had just 3 students, and she still remembers their names. Of course, today there are several classes of 15 students each. Thank you, Makoli sensei, for your dedication. Omedetou gozaimasu.
One of the programs at the Cultural Center is Nikkei Horizons, which provides physical and social activities for seniors. And while COVID pretty much stopped the physical gatherings for pickleball and mahjong, the Omoide writing group continued to meet virtually.
Kicking off our monthly speaker series, the Omoide group read out loud in February to mark the annual Day of Remembrance. Here's an excerpt.
And Mom, looking ever so gay, your words and my heart collide. Laughing is better than crying, you'd say, but I felt your tears held deeply inside. So many thoughts racing asunder, rushing through my head. So many questions left to wonder, so many explanations left unsaid. You lived a good life, you kept your smile big, you made the most out of slivers and twigs.
Our house was a boxcar, and I'm standing just 5 or 10 feet from it. My father was the foreman of the track maintenance in the Portland Railroad Yard. Trains ran 15 feet or so in front of the house.
This is the last picture we have of Teddy. Soon after the photograph was taken, Teddy disappeared. He never came home after school. Although the town searched the mountains and the shores for days, Teddy was never found. Some people believe he fell and drowned while playing with his friends under the docks. A native Tlingit said he thought that the Kushtaka, a sea otter spirit, claimed him as one of their own and dragged him under the water.
It was miserable. We were packed below deck in the cargo ship's steerage section. The food was terrible, but it didn't matter since we were sick most of the time.
My mother, Grandma's youngest child, died in 1973 when she was 48. My grandma experienced a lot of sadness, but she did not dwell on it. In fact, she never spoke of it. She lived to be 81, and my grandpa lived to be 92. I can't imagine how it must have felt for them to outlive all 4 of their children, who you see in this picture.
She dreams of travel and college. Shoko wonders if females will be accepted in higher paying jobs usually given to males. I think she might feel she's born in the wrong generation. There are endless questions, but unfortunately, a young woman in an old photograph cannot speak or give a definitive answer. Like Mona Lisa, she will hide her thoughts and feelings forever, hidden in her captivating smile.
Now the camps were closed. The small number of Tacoma Japanese who came back had no place to live, so they moved into Nihongo Gakko, and when it became packed, they came to her home. As she stood on the sidewalk, she gazed up at her 3-story house. Inside, there was a family in each room, more than 20 of them, so Michiko and her family lived in their 1-room attic.
During Michiko's time in camp, she just wanted to be home, but now she dared not complain. We are lucky to have a home, she imagined Mama saying.
The assignment for the writers was to interview a picture, and those photographs are a great way to remember family history. If you'd like to support Japanese American history and storytelling through programs like Omoide, please donate. Simply go to our website, jcccw.org.
This year, Seattle welcomed a new Consul General from Japan. Mr. Hisao Inagaki has a greeting for us.
I am Hisao Inagaki, Consul General of Japan in Seattle. First, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Ms. Rory Matsukawa and all those who are involved in preparing this year's Tomodachi Gala. Thank you very much for your kind service to the community. Since its establishment in 2003, the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Washington, or J, has provided a lively intergenerational gathering place where people of all backgrounds can learn the Japanese language and experience Japanese culture. It has also promoted people-to-people exchanges between Japan and the United States and welcomed Japanese expatriates as their friends of our Tomodachi. I am deeply grateful to Jay for connecting the people of the community and of our two countries. This year, the annual Tomodachi Award will be presented to Mrs. Tazue Sasaki and Mr. Yutaka Sasaki. Tazue and Yutaka have together led the Seattle Cherry Blossom Festival for the past 42 years and have supported the Seattle Japanese Language School by helping to organize the musical bridge concerts for many years. As the Consul General of Japan, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to Tazue and Yutaka for their service to the community, as well as for their contributions to U.S. Japan relations. Thank you for inviting me to such a fun gathering today. I wish the gala another great success.
Thank you, Consul General Inagaki. The Cultural Center has strong ties to Japan. Last year, one of our exhibits was translated and shipped to Yokohama's Japanese Overseas Migration Museum.
People in Japan learned how the Cultural Center was once referred to as the Hunt Hotel because it served as temporary housing to families who were coming home from wartime internment camps.
Hello, my name is Arisa Nakamura, graphic design and marketing staff at the J. In 2020, the Hunt Hotel exhibit crossed the ocean. The traveling exhibition was invited to Japanese Overseas Migration Museum, JOMM, in Yokohama. The exhibition ran from November 2020 to February 2021. Mr. Kojima, a researcher at the JOMM, first saw the Hunt Hotel exhibit in 2016. 4 years later, the joint project was launched. Mr. Kojima reached out to the JCCCW to set up a traveling exhibition. Here is his quote.
Many people in Japan are not familiar with the history of Japanese Americans in Seattle. Some do not know about Japanese incarceration at all. We hope visitors could learn that Japanese Americans had a hard time even after they left the internment camps. They were not able to go back to normal life right away. It was also important for visitors to see that Japanese Americans supported and showed their appreciation to each other, and they made a great effort to continue this legacy into future generations, even today.
During the exhibition at the JOMM, we held a sold-out online speaker event about Seattle's old Japantown, with guests from all over Japan and the US. We very much appreciate this opportunity, and we hope to continue sharing our history both locally and globally.
These wonderful exhibits, classes, and programs wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, and we like to take a moment to recognize them. First, our top-tier Matsu Pine sponsors, Bellevue Children's Academy, Costco, Sachi and Jeff Nita.
Thank you to our Kiku Chrysanthemum sponsors, Larry Blackstock and Lori Matsukawa, Budokan Judo Dojo, First Financial Northwest Bank, Como TV4, Union Bank, Uwajimaya, and Woodburn Company.
And arigato to our Fuji Wisteria sponsors, Consul General of Japan, Davis Wright Tremaine LLP, Distant Lands Coffee, Gobo Enterprises.
A special category, the Ajisai Hydrangea level. The hydrangea is the official flower of Seattle's sister city, Kobe. Thank you to the Seattle Kobe Sister City Association.
And in honor of our Tomodachi awardees, the Cherry Blossom sponsors, Asian Counseling and Referral Service, Tsuchino and Mike Forrester, Hyogo Business and Cultural Center, International Community Health Services.
Heartfelt congratulations to Yutaka-san and Tazue-san. Thank you so much for your tireless work for our community. And my sincere appreciation to Jay for hosting this event, Tomodachi Gala, tonight. Jay is always like a second home for us, remembering and preserving the history and all stories of Nikkei. Thank you very much for bringing all generations together. I'm from Japan, and I have met many people at Jay who have contributed to this wonderful Japanese community that we have today. As a founder of Bellevue General Academy, I'm honored and proud to be one of the business sponsors of this gala. I'm looking forward to seeing Jay continue to grow and be a place where everyone welcomed with open arms. Thank you very much again to all the staff at Jay for your amazing and lovely work you do.
And now the highlight of our program, honoring and recognizing our Tomodachi awardees. This year, the JCCCW is happy to recognize Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki. For most of the last 42 years, they have celebrated the arrival of spring by organizing the Seattle Cherry Blossom Festival. So let's get to know them.
Hi, I'm Lori Matsukawa, a board member of the J. The Seattle Cherry Blossom and Japanese Cultural Festival was inspired in 1978 after the city received a gift of cherry trees from Japan, a gift of friendship. Today, the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Washington is presenting Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki with its Tomodachi Award, celebrating 45 years of growing the Seattle Cherry Blossom Festival into one of the region's most prized cultural events. Over the years, visitors enjoyed performers from Japan and throughout Western Washington and created the world's longest sushi roll. They met a Japanese astronaut who took cherry blossoms to the International Space Station and enjoyed displays and activities from all manner of Japanese cultural groups. During these years, the Sasakis also produced the musical bridge program of classical and contemporary performers to benefit the Seattle Japanese Language School, the premier program of the JCCCW. And after more than 5 decades, Tazue Sasaki continues to teach classic Nihon Buyo under her professional name, Fujima Fujimine. These days, she teaches the dance by Zoom.
Yutaka and I are pleased, honored, and humbled to accept the 2021 Tomodachi Award and to be considered amongst the distinguished past recipients. Thank you, Lori, Kurt, in-house board for selecting us, and to the J, Karen and her staff for the arrangements. It's been a tough year for everyone, including the J, and it is our hope that the viewers and the community at large would take this opportunity to support the J by sending extra funds and or volunteer. Thank you.
Wow, that was so amazing. And to think that Tazue-san still continues to teach dance during COVID over the internet.
Congratulations again to the Sasakis. If you'd like to honor them with a donation, just head to our website at jcccw.org.
And because of COVID, we did have to cancel last fall's All Things Japanese sale. So this year we're having 2 sales. We just had one in March and our second one is in August. So this is a bit of what you can expect.
Hi, I'm Damien Craig, the Hosekibako store manager.
And I'm Aiko Mizumori, the program manager at the J.
Have you been back to visit Hosekibako in person yet? We were really sad not to be able to see all of our customers in the store last year while we were closed, and grateful to those who came to pick up their items from their orders through our online store. All of the items in our store have been donated to us by members of the community, not just people from Seattle, but also Chicago and even Florida. We have a wide variety of Japanese goods ranging from items made pre-World War II to those made in the last few years, all available at affordable prices. Our mission at Hosekibako, which means jewelry box in Japanese, is to give everyone an opportunity to have these items in their home so they can experience and share Japanese culture and traditions with their family.
Back in November, we reopened Hosekibako by appointment, finally welcoming customers back in person. Starting in July, we'll be open by extended hours with no appointment necessary. So come visit our treasures from Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or shop online anytime.
Although we were unable to host our annual All Things Japanese sale in August last year due to the COVID pandemic, thanks to the hard work and dedication of our staff and volunteers, we were able to host a spring sale at the end of March of this year with extra care taken for COVID precautions. Over the 3 days, over 200 people attended the sale, and thanks to their support, we were able to raise over $10,000.
Thank you to everyone who supported, whether you donated, volunteered, or attended. There's always excitement over the horizon with an August sale in the works and an ever-rotating inventory of items. Stay up to date by checking out our website, Instagram, or Facebook page.
Definitely can't wait. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Our Matsu sponsors, Bellevue Children's Academy, Costco, Sachi and Jeff Nita. Our Kiku sponsors, Larry Blackstock and Lori Matsukawa, Budokan Judo Dojo, First Financial Northwest Bank, Como TV 4, Union Bank, Uwajimaya, Woodburn Company.
Arigato to our Fuji Wisteria sponsors. Consul General Japan, Davis Wright Tremaine, LLP, Distant Lands Coffee, and Gobo Enterprises. The Ajisai Hydrangea sponsor, Seattle Kobe Sister City Association, and Cherry Blossom sponsors honoring Tazue and Yutaka Sasaki, Asian Counseling and Referral Service, Tsuchino and Mike Forrester, Hyogo Business and Cultural Center, and International Community Health Services.
And you know what? It's not too late to give. Just head to our website at jcccw.org. So thank you to everybody.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。
you